Hi, in this video I'm going to be making some chicken tikka masala from a recipe from the Hairy Bikers. First thing I'm going to do is make a marinade for the chicken breasts. There's quite a few ingredients in the marinade, but they're not very expensive. Start off with some cumin seeds, there's going to be coriander seeds, there's going to be some cloves, there's going to be some black peppercorns, cinnamon stick, turmeric, paprika, hot chili powder, some ginger, some garlic, and some fenugreek seeds. Now, I've measured out some of the dry ingredients: the cumin seed, the coriander seeds, the cloves, the peppercorns, and the cinnamon stick. And I have a frying pan that I've heated to about a medium heat, and I'm going to put the dry ingredients into the pan. Now I'm going to let them toast for a couple of minutes. Now, a couple of minutes have passed and there's a really pleasant aromatic smell coming from the frying pan. What I'm now going to do is transfer the toasted seeds into my grinder. Put it on the grinder. To this I'm going to add some fenugreek seeds, and I'm now going to add the rest of the spices, including some crushed garlic and some grated ginger. And all of this is going to be mixed to make a smooth paste. Well, now the mixing has been completed, and I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of this mixture. I'm now going to put that into a mixing bowl, to which I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of natural yogurt. I'm going to mix that together. And I'm going to put it aside till I prepare the chicken. And here we have 4 chicken breasts, which I'm going to cut up into bite-sized pieces. That's about a bite. And I'm going to do the same with the other 3 chicken breasts. Well, I've now cut up the chicken. The chicken breast was so large that I decided just to use 3 of the chicken breasts. What I'm now going to do is transfer the bite-sized pieces into this mixing bowl and give it a stir to get it completely coated with the marinade. And when that's complete, I'm going to cover it with cling film and put it in the fridge overnight. Now I'm going to make the masala sauce. I have melted 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil. I will also need some chopped onions. There's 2 large onions here, some garlic, grated garlic, there's about 3 large cloves there, and a small piece of ginger also grated. I'll also need some turmeric, some tomato puree and some double cream. Just turn the gas underneath the pan and I'll add the onions. I've added the garlic and the ginger. I'm going to cover that and cook it for about 10 minutes over a low gas. I'm going to stir it occasionally. Well, 10 minutes have passed now, and the onion mixture is nicely cooked. To that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, half a teaspoonful of turmeric and 2 teaspoonfuls of caster sugar. And the remainder of the dry spice mixture that I made yesterday. Mix this together now, and I'll raise the heat slightly. And I have to say, this smells fantastic. Now that's been frying for about 3 minutes. I'm now going to add 400 millilitres of water. And give it a stir. Now when that comes to a simmer, we're going to reduce the heat. Cover it and cook for about 5 minutes. Well, that's been cooking now for about 4.5 minutes, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of double cream. Stir that in about 30 seconds. I must say it's smelling good. And it's looking good. What I have to do now is transfer this to a blender and blend it till it's as smooth as possible. Now there's my food processor, and I'm going to try to pour this in without making too much of a mess. I suspect it's not going to be the easiest process, especially since I've never done this before. Tastes good. That's all in there. We'll give it a bit of a whiz. That's been given a good whiz. I'm going to transfer it to this container. I'm going to let it cool. I'm going to put a lid on it and stick it in the fridge till we need it later tonight. Well, here we are at the next stage of the chicken tikka masala. I have a frying pan here. I have a baking tray here lined with foil. And first thing I'm going to do is transfer the masala sauce into the frying pan. And I have some skewers now that I'm going to lightly oil. And I'm going to take the chicken, which I marinated overnight, and I'm going to start to put the chicken cubes onto the skewers. I'm going to put them on the skewers. I'm going to leave a little gap between them. There we are. These will be placed in the oven under a hot grill for about 5 minutes, and then they'll be turned and they'll be grilled for a further 5 minutes. Now, while the chicken is in the grill, I've heated the masala sauce and I'm now leaving it to simmer. Well, there we have the chicken just come out of the grill, slightly charred as it should be. I've now got to get that transferred into the masala sauce. Just give this a bit of a stir. And there we have it, chicken tikka masala, made by Leckie from a recipe by the Hairy Bikers. Service